welcome back to the Let's Talk Show. We care, we listen, and we try best to help you guys out. Listen, this is a exciting segment. This segment is about love. Love is important. What y'all say?
They make me itch my head sometimes.
What you think, Shad? So the first question is, what is love and what does it mean to you?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you should go
I'll
first.
start,
I gotta think about that.
Well, I'm gonna ask a question since you asked me a question. To you guys, do you feel like love is an emotion, a feeling, or is it a decision?
I feel like it's a feeling.
I feel like it's all.
Okay. Well, for love, for me, it's a lot. Because when you genuinely love someone, you genuinely care about the aspects of their life, seeing them grow, seeing them better, so that you guys can grow together as a unit. That's what love is to me.
Like that. I feel like love gets us caught up in a lot of things, though.
Ooh, heartache.
I feel like we go through a lot of emotions. Actually, we go through a lot of feelings.
We do.
And I hate feelings.
And it's really a tough decision because a lot of people say you can't love two people at one time. But relationship, no, not that type of love. Not like the love you gotta give. Like I love my mom, my brother, my sister, whatever. The intimate side of the love, which is how can you love two women or two men at the same time? It happens.
I feel like that.
So you trying to have a pile of what is that called?
You feel this way, you know what I'm saying, for certain things, and then you have this other one that makes you feel ways that this one does not connect to you with. So you're loving two people, so when it comes down to making the decision on who I'm going to love and who I'm going to be with, you're kind of stuck. Because here I am, I have Sam over here, Sam brings this, he does this, and then I have Elijah over here, Elijah does this, but that Sam don't do, you know, so it's just like, who do you choose? If I choose Elijah, I'm going to lose Sam. If I choose Sam, I'm going to lose Elijah. So it's just like, up in the air.
And as for me, it's not always the big things that matter to me. It's the small things. It's the little things that matter to me the most. Because if you're trying to do all these big things for me to get my attention, it's really not gonna work.
What's the big thing?
I just say like, you know, some people.
So if I bought you a Benz,
but see, that person that buy.
If I bought you a Benz truck outside.
But if that person.
That's material stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you telling me if I put you in a Benz, you ain't gonna wanna.
But that's not real love. That's I'm genuinely loving you because you give me things. Yeah. So I'm not really loving you.
Yeah, I feel you.
So that's like material.
Because that person that brings you that Benz could be the same person that's beating you at nighttime.
Right.
And the ones that make you ham sandwiches and stuff will be the person that really love you. But you know, they just don't have the money to get you a lot of things.
It's fine. I'll open up your business.
Okay, fine. But
never talking money, but no.
Right. That's what love. You know what I'm saying? When you love someone, it's about them wanting you to grow and you wanting them to grow, so y'all can grow together.
You got
but there is a but. A lot of times people overlook that aspect because of how someone looks. Okay, so our next question is, what's important in a relationship? What's the most important thing in a relationship? Let's hear from a male perspective.
Okay, now
what's the most important thing in a relationship?
For me, it's trust and knowing each other. You gotta know the difference between trust and knowing each other. Because if I want to go get me something to eat, can you trust me to go get something to eat by myself? You should know me to go out and go get my food. But if something happens, then that's on you.
Isn't that an insecurity?
Right.
So Isaiah, what's important in a relationship to you?
Like loyalty, like just be loyal. Like I want somebody there that can I can hold sometimes, you know. We both get our business and our work done and all that. But I want this person that, you know, supports me in what I do and don't judge me for what I look like or how I come, you know. So to me, a lot of people that I done messed with through time then looked at me for either what my body presents to you, which is my butt. Hey, it's a biggie back there, you know, whatever. And sometimes they like me for what I look like. I want you to like me for me, cause sometimes I am a little bipolar, so I do get a little sad on one side, and the next minute you'll see me 5 minutes later, happy, cheesing like, bitch, what did you just cry about me? Yeah, but it's all good, you know.
So those are all good traits, but I'm gonna rep for us ladies because
talk to us then.
Because those are good things to have, but most of all, we want communication.
Yeah.
That is the most important thing in any relationship. You gotta have the trust, you gotta have the loyalty, the love, but you need that communication because if we're not communicating, how are we vibing?
So then we're always gonna mess up.
Because what I'm not about to do, I don't want to have to question you if you say this is what I'm doing or what I'm, okay, cool, then I don't want to have, I'm not checking phones, I'm not dropping locations, not doing none of that because if you're genuinely for me and with me, we don't have to do that because your word is your bond. So.
And I like the way you said that because communication should be the first. Because once you have that communication level, then you have that trust, then you actually have that knowing each other.
Right.
So, but the tricky part is the new generation like to communicate through texting. I feel like we gotta communicate talking. Let's be in the room together, talk. You know, especially if we're going through problems.
So
Right, because they'll sweep that under, you'll have an issue, sweep it under a rug, put a band-aid over it, and be like, boom, we all live there, then 2-3 weeks down the road, the same situation and dust it back up, and y'all living more emotion, so it's like, nah, we don't discuss this. Because I don't bring work home. A lot of people don't know how to turn off work. A lot of people don't. They bring work, if they having a situation at work, they bring it home and then, you know, your spouse or your significant other, they have to hear about it. But if you're gonna bring it home, vent to them. You know, let them hear it because they're mutual. They're not working with you. They don't know really the people you like you do. So if you discuss it with them, maybe they can be like, well, look, you overthinking it.
See, for me, my work comes first. I'm not gonna lie because I'm very passionate about my job and about work.
Things you want to do in life with your job.
Correct. But what I'm saying is this. Okay, so if you know my work career before I got with you, you gotta understand that why I'm with you.
That's
so,
why you're gonna be lonely.
No, so let's go back to the second. Let's finish this out.
You're gonna be yourself. You're gonna be old with cats and dogs.
Well, okay. Let's put it like this, okay? So if I'm
What's your dog name?
Queen. Me and Queen is gonna live happily ever after. Okay? So look, let's think about it like this, okay? So if I'm asleep, it's 3 o'clock. I get a call at 3 o'clock. I mean, and it wakes you up, or I'm in my phone while you rolling over. You shouldn't think I'm doing that. But
at 3 o'clock
many people do.
You gotta look at that time frame though.
That time
it's the time frame.
Like,
because
well, if it's an emergency, then what?
I could see if you were, a detective or an investigator or a lawyer or you work for a coroner or the funeral home, rolling over at 3 o'clock in the morning checking your phone. That's something that they do because they don't have, a set time to cut off.
Correct.
It's not cut off. But you, on the other hand, why are you checking your phone at 3 o'clock in the morning? You couldn't wait till your phone went off?
Because it's business.
It can be business, but that same text message that you rolled over and checked at 3, don't be there when you wake up at 6. They didn't put an emergency stamp on it and be like, I need you to respond right now. No. And that's what a lot of people, not just men, but women mess up when it comes to a career and their relationship. They feel like, oh, I gotta do this, this, and this. Yeah, you have that resource to work and it gives you money. But at the end of the day, if you lose that, you're not going to have nobody. Because that person that really loves you and was there for you during that time, you run off. Why? Because you were so into work.
I like the way you said that. So, I got another question, and this is big. How do you know when you got that special someone? Is it because their ways or their habits is totally different from your exes? Or is it like a spark that you just know that's the right one? Or what if it's a spark, but then you feel like you unspark? Because of something that they've done.
A lot of people have a glow. Like, I was being told I had this glow. I thought I glowed all the time, but I was glowing more during this time period, and it felt good. And I connected with this person on a different level. Like I said, I'm not a person to talk on the phone.
Yeah.
I've never been. I've never caked with guys on the phone. I'm more of a texter or see you in person. But this guy, he had me talking to him on the phone for 3, 4, 5. I'm in weird positions on my bed. I'm on the floor. You know what I'm saying? I got real comfortable doing, talking to him. And then my thing, I'm having to be at work at 6, 7 in the morning. Yeah. I look up, we done been on the phone 5, 6 hours, it's 2 in the morning, and we still talking. We're talking about the most, and it was genuine conversation. And, it was just the butterflies that I got when I saw him or saw his text or his call or, So when a person is for you.
Because when I call you and he calls you, like, let me call you right back. Let me call you right back.
My bad.
I'm you did find it right because you need somebody.
You're right.
You're good. You're a good person. You're sweet.
Thank you.
You're kind. And you're lovable.
Okay, what else? Because I mean, you know, listen.
Right.
You know, just,
So-
and I'm also beautiful. Let's put that.
Let's put that out there. So I said, what would you say about that?
I don't know. I really don't have much to say about a lot of things because my life of love just don't seem to work out correctly.
But what is it that do you feel like it's you, or does it feel like the people that you're looking
I
for?
feel like it's me sometimes, not shade, because I feel like I'm very bipolar, so certain things can tick me off, and it could be the smallest thing. You could be up on your phone at 3 o'clock in the morning, knowing I know you all your time frames, so it might gonna piss me off.
So you're more into that person than they are into you. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I like you a lot.
But if you put that energy into the person that you put into Nicki Minaj, she's a fan.
no,
Your relationship's gonna be bomb. Because he rides for Nicki.
So
Nicki,
you feel like,
but he rides for you, girl.
so it's like the same way I put my heart into Nikki, right? If I put that into a relationship, right?
Yeah.
You're going somewhere.
I'm going somewhere, right?
Mm.
But when I do put that into them, like show so much care and affection and genuine, you know, not even the material thing, just genuine love. Like I might mysteriously cook for you, knowing I don't know how to cook, so I might try. Look, it's the fact that you I might try to cook for you, or make a bubble bath for you.
Aww.
Or, you know, got done, at least, you know, pick up the mail for you, get your stuff, you know, done and set for you, you know, get all your little errands done for you, you know, type of thing. I might want to do things like that for you. And you'll be surprised. But then what if I feel like I'm seeing nothing from it? No result from it. So sometimes it makes me feel...
You know, you chuck up them deuces and you be like, you know what, player, this ain't working. It's not you, but it's me.
But see,
And
that's what my heart fails at a lot, is that I don't know how to disconnect until that disconnect comes, like where it just... I might just have a whole, like one time I was depressed one time, wanted to kill myself over a person, which is crazy, right? But then I fell back from that because I had my family, my support system to help me out. And then I got over it. That's why I'm very difficult when it comes to people coming into my life. I don't like a big circle at all.
Yeah.
That's why I keep my circle very small. So when you come into it and I give you my actual full 100% of me, it hurts me when you disrespect me, because it'd be like, wow, I just gave you my whole 100% of me.
And that's
and it's
sometimes,
hard for me to do that.
and sometimes that's what we feel at, because at the beginning, sometimes we want to put so much into a person. But it takes a long time for you and that person, not really say open up with each other, but it takes y'all a long time to really get to know each other, because it's things that are constantly that's going to come out.
Right.
Things are going to come out.
But not even just that, it's the simple fact that through life, I hate when people say, we don't know each other yet. You know when you like this person. You know that you want to be with this person.
Right.
So you're at the end of the day, even if y'all start going out, y'all are gonna learn new things along the way. Even if we're friends or just talking, we're gonna still learn things throughout the way. Every day is a learning aspect to everything. So I might find out something new, and we've probably been dating for 8 years.
The thing of it is, when you move in together, that's when you find out who you're really connected to.
Why is that?
Because when you live separately, you don't know how this person
Right.
is or what they do.
Yeah.
But when you live together, you know how you are as a person and how you live. But then putting the extra buy-in and you learning out, oh, he not clean like I am. You know, he don't do this like I do. You know, he just hogs this. He put his lips on the juice. He don't put the top back on. He don't let the seat down.
But how do you compromise with that? Like if you're ready to settle down for that, like actually you know you're ready to settle down
I
for
feel
that
like
together.
I feel like you both know when it's time.
Right.
Like it will probably be that one-on-one talk that y'all have. Then y'all will discuss the things
Right.
that because at the end of the day, if you kick it with somebody, if you talking with somebody, it's something that y'all like, because y'all still entertain each other.
Right.
If you're not entertaining each other, then that's when you know, hey, we're definitely not meant to be.
It could be the grown up. It could just be, y'all have the chemistry in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
That's why a lot of people get, the extra feelings for them, because when you have intercourse with somebody, you get everything that's linked to them. But if you're not a person that, catches feelings from intercourse, then it's not gonna really fuck, because I'm that type of person, like, I don't catch feelings that type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like
family, like you wanna go to your family house. Let's go to my family house. Like, I want that type of thing, that type of vibe. I don't want you to be here for some time, because a lot of people that came into my life expired.
Shana, what would you say is something, I mean, what you looking for in a person? Well, you already got it, so just tell us, what did you get? Sorry, we don't put you out.
I
Wow.
know that I have it. But, I always, I'm an observant person, I'm sorry. People don't really think that when they meet me, you know what I'm saying? Because my name is Shayonda, so that anybody asks me one thing about myself, what is it that people would be like, and I tell them I'm shy. And they don't think that because I get along with everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I am. But in being shy, I'm observant. So I observe people and be like, feeling their energy and everything. But my main thing with someone is I just want to experience your mind. I want to experience what you think. I want to experience you. So I want to be that part, that part of you that nobody else sees. I want you to cry with me, or I want you to, to let down all the guards, because I was guarded for a long, long time. And it came from some stuff back when I was a kid. But it was just, once I let my guard down and let the right person in, it was just like it flowed naturally. But I've had this connection for years. So.
And to be honest, for me, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, I'm a good person. I'm a nice person. But for me, it seems like it's gonna take me a long time to date again, because I put my all in a person, and then it backfired on me. So I feel like anybody that wants me now, I feel like I'm making it harder for them. And like it cannot be me wanting to. I just feel like everything is not real. So right now, like I feel like it's a lot of.
So you got blinders on.
That's all it is. The windshield wipers are still going. Somebody come turn it off. But it's
funds in your review that you need a blind.
Yes. Yes. I like the way y'all did that.
Oh shoot.
Okay, you guys, we are still talking about love. I'm with Isaiah and I'm with Shani. This is an important question that we're gonna ask, and it is: what's the worst thing that ever happened to you in a relationship?
I've been cheated on. I've been manipulated. I've been called the bank before.
Oh my.
Finding out from a friend. I done popped some tires before. I done threw a rock at somebody's window. They ain't know it was me though.
It's that worst thing happened to me.
I'm sorry. I ain't mean
Wow.
Okay.
So the worst thing that ever happened to me in a relationship is really crazy. But so I was dealing with this guy. I was really into him. I had liked him for a long, long time. And we were basically, dealing with each other. And I hadn't really told anybody about us, but he did. So, we were hanging out, whatever you want to call it, situation was. He get mad if, I'm talking to other people, but I really wasn't talking to anybody else, because when I'm dealing with someone, I just deal with that one person.
Correct.
Well, anyway, time goes by, I'm not dealing with anybody, dealing with him, and I go see his cousin, and his cousin was like, such and such go with the people. And the expression on my face was like, and he was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I didn't know you. I said, no, it's cool. So basically, you were in a whole nother relationship and hadn't told me nothing.
Wow.
So, you still coming to see me, you still dealing with me, but you got a whole girlfriend over here. And it was just like, come on, Sean, you're better than this. Why are you settling when you can do better? So that really hurt me. It did something to me. Me and him, we cool now. We're, friends, but he wants more, I don't. I can't, I don't want you anymore. All I can be is your friend. That's it. I pray for you, and everything. But as far as us being us, and that was like the worst thing ever.
Wow. So sorry you went through that, Shonda.
But I'm sorry he went through that, because he lost the best thing
Okay.
that could happen to him.
This was my favorite cousin. Like, we went to schools together. His middle name is Rashid. So we're really close with each other. And it's funny because we never really grew up with each other. We grew up as friends first, and then we found out we was cousins. So it was very odd. Like, we used to date people together at the same time. not the same person, but we stayed like friends.
Okay.
And,
so I'm gonna say, wait a minute, no longer. Now this was something that continued over time. Okay.
So it was, you know, but anyway, it really done something to me because the way I had to figure it out. Like I was so blinded by it. Like, you know, I feel like I was so much in love. It's so funny that y'all know me. I'm a good person. So I've always like been friends like with the school teachers or whatever. And every day they tell me, they be like, listen, you need to go and ask her like what's going on because I see her walking with your cousin all the time. I'm like, no, I see them eat breakfast with each other, eat lunch. I said, no, that's not true. And but the worst thing, to keep it short, is you know, I introduced them to each other.
You was in denial.
You didn't
But
see the sun?
I didn't see it because I was wrestling at the time, so I really felt like, hey, why not?
Wrestling?
The breakfast, the walking through the hallways together.
Yeah.
But
It's too much together.
What really made me break up with her is because of my sisters. My sister was like, if you gonna break up, we're gonna beat her up. And I'm like, I don't want my sisters them to get involved. So what's the worst thing that happened to you?
Now we're being real. The worst thing that ever happened to me is this happened several times with so many different, like three different people. Three different people. The first person came on my birthday, flew down. We was talking about 6 months. This is long distance, why I don't do long distance. We've been texting, talking, getting to know each other, laughing, keying, calling FaceTime and everything. He decided he wanted to fly down on my birthday and spend a whole week with me. I thought that was cool. He flew down, he came down. Then we hung out, we laughed, we keyed. Then it was time for him to go. When he went back, he told me, Isaiah, I got something to tell you. I've been talking to somebody down here. That was just like, at this point you should have just punched me when you first saw me. Cause it was like, that's like disrespect for me. Like, you didn't even have to come down for my birthday. I feel like that was like the most disrespectful thing ever. I wanted to fight you. I'm glad you said that when you left. Cause it would have went ugly for you if I was for you in person. But God is here, so he told me, don't do nothing, you know, live my life, go on. I don't remember, I was down and I was sad and crying for about down there 4 or 5 days, almost down there. We got over it, went on to the next, went on about my life, and I focused on my cheer. That's my cover up over everything. People don't know that. Is that my tumbling, my cheer, huh?
Now they do.
Now.
Well, okay, so now y'all do. Cheer is like my culprit to get over certain things. So I'll either tumble my emotions or I'll either cheer my emotions away.
Everybody automatically knows and have heard the situation at hand this week was the whole Nelly video being leaked of the young lady performing fellatio on him, as we want to say. Everybody has drugged Nelly down to the rags, but Nelly, I got you, because let me tell you what happened.
Sure.
Baby girl, I don't know you, you're beautiful, whatever. You need to strengthen your jaw muscles, and you need to learn to expand your throat.
I don't think Nelly is big enough for her to do that.
No.
Right.
The gag is, first of all, she wasn't getting,
the gag is. She didn't gag.
Right, because she didn't know what she was doing. Because if you're performing it correctly, why was his private area so dry? It needed lotion. You're over here doing this to this man and it's dry. You're not gagging, you're not spitting. It's just like you're doing. Maybe she was a little like starstruck. Oh, it's Nelly. Because she didn't give, when I first saw the video, I automatically was like, okay, it's thick. But you couldn't really see the whole thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You see her holding a piece and you see her doing whatever, but she wasn't doing anything. Because if I was a guy and she was doing that, I wouldn't be turned on. Because no.
So we know Nelly got leaked. Lil Fizz also got leaked. So how would y'all compare them?
At this point,
first of all, Lil Fizz just put his out there to be putting out there trying to show Nelly up, but he didn't because, you know, his was a little deformed.
It was like a Mario character.
It looked like a little mushroom. It was deformed because I was like Lil Fizz, Nelly didn't have to do that, and he, he gave an apology to the young lady. He, everything, whatever, because he said his page was hacked, whatever the situation was. But it's Millie, I was expecting a little bit more, but because August I seen her, Nick Cannon, what's his name for a while now? Hitman Holler, like.
What he said?
Baby. These are air freshener cans. That's what theirs was giving, like delicious looking.
My thing is this: all the little people get leaked. So what if I go leak my video? If I go leak my video, then we gonna be
Well, go ahead, leak it, King. Show these girls what you're working with.
So why do you guys feel like that these rappers or these social media influencers they leak their video?
Or anyone?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't feel like, because my thing about it is you can't, if your page is hacked, they can't leak something that's on your phone.
Especially if you got
right, because what did they hack your phone? Did somebody steal your phone? You can't say my page was hacked if that video was never on your page.
I feel like they want to stay in the news. Like I feel like they're still trying to trend because a lot of old people back in the 1900s or 2000s, they might not be as put together or still everybody knows them as of 2020.
Baby, let me tell you something.
Because when in the past, we forget about it.
One thing about Nelly, that is one fine specimen of a man, and I would kiss his daddy in the mouth. Nelly will never be old, period. Never. That's just like Method Man. Method Man.
Who's that?
Oh, child, that's God. If you want to leak somebody's news, please, Method Man, if you hear me out there, leak yours. I'm here for it. I am here for it. I know you're married, but I'm here for it. So I don't really think it was leaked. I think Nelly may have posted it, and he won't say it was leaked or hacked, whatever. It happened. It's over. It's done. It's been talked about. They're gonna drown him for forever, but and say it's small, whatever. But then next week, they'll have somebody else on the news and it'll be old. So
right, because the thing about it is, no matter what their sizes are, their money is still probably long. So people are still gonna be after them.
Right.
And I mean, start your OnlyFans now.
He might already have one, cause basically here lately Nelly has been out anyway in the news because of a video. I think he has a new song. I saw it on TikTok where he's singing, I guess, his verse or his hook to a song, and you see the top in his mouth. And the teeth are really, really big, like all our teeth put together in his mouth. That's how big they were. Nelly has beautiful teeth, and people have been, talking about it. They have been duetting and stuff on TikTok. So he was already in the public eye, and then this came, and now he's back in it for another reason. So
moving on to our next topic. Ooh, that's it. Say it one time.
Ooh, that's it.
So you guys, we all know we all know about the City Girls, we all know about Santana. Could they have made it in the 90s?
No, because the reason why I say no, and I love Centennial, I'm telling you, I love Centennial. I love him and the City Girls. I'm not a City Girl fan music-wise, because I don't really listen to rap like that, so don't take it as no shade, but Santana, in that time, an era, the LGBT community was basically just happening, and a lot of people would have been like, because back then that's when you was in the culture of you gonna live like the Lord say live. You not fixing to be gay, doing all of this, being out like it is now. People are more accepting of the situation now than they are then. Right. So do I feel like he would have made it then? No, because everybody would have been like, no, because if I put you on a record or put you on my label, then I'm not gonna make no money. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like that would have happened for him. And then on the City Girls, back in the 90s, music was music. It wasn't these catchy, like quotes or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't all about twerking and how your body was, this, that. It was real music. Not saying what we have now is not real music, but it's not like the music then. So I don't feel like they would have made it. You know what I'm saying? It would have been a lot of no's probably from them, but that's only my opinion.
As far as the City Girls, I feel like the way they carry themselves, it would have been a no. And sometimes the wording of their music, because the older people would say they would be a little too ghetto. Mm-hmm. That's what the older people would say. Now, as far as Santana, we all know that as him being a part of the LGBTQ plus community, it would have been really hard for him because the gangsters wouldn't vibe to his music. As of today, I'm a masculine guy, and I like Santana music. So
You
I feel
have
like
a lot
it's a
of
hit.
people that like Centennial
Yeah.
music because
It's a vibe.
Santana is Santana, he's him.
And
You
he's
know what I'm
happy.
saying?
He's
And
happy.
he's
He's loud.
like, you know, he's funny. Him and
Carisha,
Young Miami, because you can't call her by her first name, you don't know her.
Yeah.
But you know, their collab together is amazing and it's very funny because of the things that they say to each other. It's basically your best friend conversations that you have with your best friend at times. It's just that a lot of us don't put it on live TV like they do. So, you know, it's different eras for everything. So they made it happen now because, you know, they are who they are. Now, coming back in that era in the 90s and stuff, you had people speculating about people being gay and their sexuality. Like a lot of people thought Prince was gay. He wasn't. A lot of people think or thought Michael Jackson was gay. I can't really speak on it. Don't know. That's what they said. But it was out there. But Michael Jackson and Prince were, you know, they yeah, but they were already out and established. You know what I'm saying? They didn't come off like that because Michael Jackson started off as a child and grew up. You know, Prince was younger. So it's just like now Santana no, they would not have had Santana, you know what I'm saying, and everything. And
he didn't go with that vibe.
Right. I'm very excited about him in the future. And the things that he's going to bring to the platform, you know what I'm saying? And all the little young girls that look up to the city girls and what they bring, you know what I'm saying? It's not my type of music. I don't, you know what I'm saying, do all of that. But hey, to each his own. It floats their boat. It's making them millions. I just want to see them grow and be the best they can be.
I ain't gonna lie, his music made me feel good.
Right, cause that red dude.
Like, walking like a dog.
Right,
like a dog. Walking like a dog.
He made me feel like my area better than everybody, girl. He made me feel like I'm thicker than everybody.
Let me tell you something. The way he be shot, like the Santana is snatched. He is snatched. You know, let me borrow your body for like a week, and let me tell you what's gonna happen.
You gonna walk on like a dog.
I'm be butt naked. Let me stop being naked.
Like when I play his music, I can walk anywhere with my head up, like
But you supposed to be able to walk like that, regardless.
I mean, I still do, but his music made me feel like, girl, don't talk to me. Like, look at you and look at me. Like,
but see, as for me, I don't even really get into the music that make me do all of that because as a person, like, I'm just so humble that it really doesn't matter to me. But if I want to, you know, have a good time, I will play his music. I'll blast it most definitely. He got some good music. Cool. Especially when he say I need to guala with a whole lot of, hey, hold on.
All right now. Period.
That's it, right?
That's all. That's what? Ooh, that's
it. Well, you guys, you heard it best from Shonda, Isaiah, and myself. And you guys, this is the Let's Talk Show. We care, we listen, and we try best to help you guys out. Don't forget to follow us on social medias. Our Instagram is the Let's Talk Show. Our Facebook is Social Media News, but up under is the Let's Talk Show. And our Twitter is T Let's Talk. Stay tuned.
Don't forget to click subscribe and
Like.
follow.